Second. All right.
We're live
All right. Hey,
again.
welcome back. Part two of week six, part preview week seven. Maddie, I'm glad you're back. We're going to go right into Dave's topic of beer around Major League Baseball fields. So, Dave, what do you think about beer in Major League Baseball fields?
So beer at Major League Baseball fields. I have to go to my second beer because Maddie's delayed this a lot tonight. Mini can, little tiny can. Chicago Brewery. We're going dark. And so this is the second beer of the week. Imperial Stout with maple syrup, coffee, and cinnamon. It is killer. Do it in small doses. It has greatly improved. Even when we went up to Milwaukee a couple of years ago, it was excellent. It was great to see small craft breweries. I think the White Sox started doing it almost 5 years ago with like Goose Island and everything. So it's great to see it. And this year, the White Sox expanded to like Pipeworks Brewing, Metal Monkey, so smaller breweries out in the suburbs that normally don't get the huge mass production. So I think it's great. You know, I haven't been there yet. I want to go to San Diego. Is one of the better ones also too. I think Minnesota did a good job when we were out there. I look forward again to going back to Colorado. They actually have a brewery in there, and they do some really good stuff. So, what do you think, Maddie? What was your experience like when we went to the Cubs game?
Yeah, what was it? What was the name of the place we went to? Poorhouse or I don't remember.
Lucky Door.
Lucky Door.
Just outside Cubs Stadium by the firehouse. You can actually touch the stadium. Good beers.
You couldn't actually touch the stadium, but it was close. Two things that I remember from that place. One, the bartender was insanely hot.
Yeah.
Woo!
Pretty.
And I learned a dirty joke.
Not
The guy next.
Sounds like a productive night.
But no, I agree with Dave. I put this topic in because on one of the other podcasts that I listened to, they were talking about how the San Francisco Giants actually have a brewery that's connected to the stadium by a long tunnelway, and some or one or two of their beers are inside the stadium. And I mean, I'm a sucker for older beer. I still, an old style once in a while is great. I drink Old Milwaukee Light on the weekends. But I do love this new wave of beers that are introduced into the ballparks. I think it's fun. I think it's something that generational, the generational gap from, you get a Miller Lite or a Budweiser or Bud Light or an old style or whatever the fuck it may be in the stadiums with the older crowd, and then the newer crowd, the millennials, if you will, and, maybe even a little bit, whatever it is in between that, has the brewery beers. It's something really cool, interesting, and it's fun. They do it with food too, but sticking with the beer that we're talking about, it's all over the place. And the Cubs game we went to, Dave, what was on tap? We had 4 beers on tap. I think one of them was a Green Line, the other one was Lagunitas IPA, right?
No, it was 312. It was
Green Line,
and it was their Goose Island IPA.
Goose Island.
They had like Bud or something like that. And the thing I want to bring up is, we talked about it. Me and Maddie talked about this. Is everybody calls me a beer snob, and I'm all right with that. But I look at the guy that won't try different stuff. He's the beer snob. I want to try different stuff. I want to support local. Budweiser is not an American company anymore. That is a European company. I believe, I forget right now, but, they're not an American company. When you go to these stadiums and you see Pipeworks, you see Metal Monkey, you see, just companies that are local, you're supporting guys that are trying to work hard like you are. So that's the way I look at beer. It's an art, it's a craft, and it's something that you should support locally,
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's interesting. I will say the price point on these beers is higher up. Those beers that we bought were what, $10 a pop?
They were
right,
$10
Dave?
a pop, but I'd rather spend $10 a pop outside for that than $10 a pop inside for a Bud and have a nice little buzz going in. And
We had a
then
buzz. We had a buzz going in. Fuck that. We had more than a buzz.
Maddie was a little surprised. I think I chucked a little bit more than he did. So
Oh yeah, I was like sipping on mine, drinking this. This is great, and then we were like shit faced before we got in there. But no, I agree too. It's you're gonna pay a little bit more, but the quality is gonna be good, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and having that right next to the stadium, going in, and then having the green line in the stadium. I mean, that wasn't there 5 years ago,
right.
and I'm not gonna like date myself
Wasn't
and
there
say
2
that
years
I'm
ago?
like old. It, yeah, maybe it wasn't there 2 years ago. So
Cubs have been very
it's
slow to the game.
yeah,
Well-
I'm maybe so.
Well, they haven't had really need to motivate people to get there. It's been kind of go to Wrigley and just the atmosphere and all the bars and the old styles with Harry and that. So they've been kind of not having to rely on stuff like that, like where other stadiums do need to rely on those kind of craft beers and other great food as a reason for people to come to the stadiums.
That's true. That's a great point, Domino. I mean, I think that you need some of these other shitty teams like the White Sox need to reinvent themselves and have other ways to attract people. For the Cubs, we just attract people by actually winning.
Well, wait a minute now.
You win over 100 years, so I'm not
I
quite
don't
sure
think
how
you know what winning
where
is
the
in
winning
Cubs
is.
hat.
Yes, Dave will tell
I-
us about winning,
I
if
will say
anything.
this. I got to say this. So I had not been in Cubs outfield in a long, long time, right? Since I probably moved here almost 12 years ago. And how they redid the outfield and utilized the space, the food has improved, the beer has improved. They did a really good job with what's going on in the outfield area where you couldn't walk around the stadium and stuff like that. So that's much improved. But the White Sox, I've always enjoyed going there because they were already ahead of the game. They already had a nicer stadium, and it helps when you rebuild it. But they brought in craft beer 6-7 years ago. They had, Goose when Goose was Goose Island and not Budweiser. So, as much as you want to rip on the Sox and, you can get mugged outside the stadium and maybe killed. It's still a great place to go get food, beer, and not be able to spend $400 to bring a family of 4 to go see a game.
It's not like you walk out of Yankee Stadium and it's the nicest neighborhood. So
You don't
I
talk
was
about
gonna say
the
the same thing. I'm like, I've never been there, but I'm sure if you walk out of Yankee Stadium in the Bronx,
that little
Bronx
police
is a
bubble.
lovely place.
No, it's not. The police bubble is not. You get out to that police bubble and it gets very scary. When we went and saw the last year in the old stadium, it was like right on the highway and get the hell out of there.
Well,
But,
maybe if we do a guys trip to Yankee Stadium, maybe we'll have a different perspective.
Yes.
But
All right. It's everyone's favorite moment of the week. It is let's go. Let's get in the box. So Maddie, take it away.
let's go get in the box. So I think I'm gonna start this off every week from here on out the same way. I'm just gonna say how it is. Trades. Check your fucking team and get back to other managers. It's utterly ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. If you can't respond to a goddamn text message or a trade within 2 days,
I give it
everyone,
a day.
or even a day, everyone in this league goes to the bathroom. Everyone in this league has a fucking cell phone. You're telling me you can't take a shit or a piss and take out your cell phone and say no or I don't like that and get back to somebody? I don't understand it. I literally do not understand that you can't get back to somebody and do it. No one in this league is a doctor. So first off, I'm just going to say that right now. No one in this league has a job that has security over like what a president would have. We're in a league I'm in a league with 11 other fuckers that just do everyday jobs, normal jobs. So if you can't get back to somebody in a couple of days with no, I don't want to do this or whatever it is,
Cancel? Just hit
cancel. Yeah, cancel. I don't know. To me, it's just fucking ridiculous. So, yeah, That's just, I'm going to start that off every week. I'm going to start that off until I see that changes. But my thing is this week, let's go get in the boxes. Does everyone play to win? And I'm not saying you have to play to win this year, but does everyone play to win, or does everyone just play? And, and maybe this might get a little bit in between of we're playing a game for fun. We started out with some friends and, hey, this is what I'm going to do for, and maybe I've taken it to a fucking different level. The other day I was texting with Sean and Dom and Scotty about, Chris Bryant versus Reese Hoskins again. And Scotty texted me back. He goes, when did you stop becoming a Cubs fan? And it's not that I haven't, or that I've stopped becoming a Cubs fan. It's just that I love fantasy. I love watching baseball in general, and I can root for multiple players now than just Cub players. And I was a little realistic with Chris Bryant and that whole injury thing. So, I mean, that's what, I don't know, that's here nor there, and that's for a different time. But when it comes to it is every year I play fantasy baseball, I'm in it to either win it for this year, or in some point during the season, I'll be like, all right, I ain't going to win it. I'm going to move on to next year. It just so happens that I never get to that point in the year where I'm going to move on for next year because I'm always so good. I'm always playing for this year. But I mean, it's true. But all I'm getting at is if you're not going to play for this year, look at your team and make some trades. Or if you're going to play for this year, keep playing for this year. Do fucking something. I look at it and there's teams like me, Dave, Dom, PJ, Niz. We don't have that much money. I know we don't. Dave, you're like $2, maybe $1 after I do the things.
I think
but, $3? Okay, $3, whatever it is.
A lot for me.
Yeah, it is. It's but all of us are trying. Hey, whatever it is, we're trying. We're playing for we see something, we like it, we're going to go for it, and that whatever it is that we see, we're going to make our team better. There's other people in this league. It's like, again, I'm sorry, if you don't want to be in it, then don't be in it, but don't just sit there and be a mope. I mean, do something, do fucking anything, make it worth someone's fucking while. I mean, I know we talked about the matchups and we had some technical difficulties. We're talking about Ken and Drew. I mean, Drew, I literally had you down as you lost to Ken, you should be out of the league. That's not what I was saying. That's more of a joke. But Ken, got lucky and he won that week. I don't know if Ken would ever win another week in his life. He should cherish this week. So all I'm saying is, man, if your team looks like it's not there, in the next couple of weeks, do something to make it better, or do something for next year. Don't just sit there and collect money for next year, because right now we got teams that are just collecting money, and I have no idea what they're going to do with it, because they're just going to keep collecting money, keep collecting money, keep collecting money.
You can't even collect that much.
Yeah, you can't even collect that much. Max, I'm talking to you. You had to lose money last year for it, so.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to say.
You can't call one person out. You just have to.
No,
it's a general.
No. I won't do that. I am going to call somebody out. I'm going to call Drew out. I'm going to tell him I appreciate Kristen Yelich and Kane last year, because those trades helped me win this. And if you don't do those trades, your team isn't perfect. We've seen everybody's close right now. And that's why everybody's bugging me for some player. Well, not everybody.
I haven't.
The typical guys.
I haven't asked you for any of your players.
The typical guys are asking, or I know who I can go to and trade. And some people, they want to trade and they want to make it hard. They want to draw it out and make it a big thing. We don't need that shit. And that's why certain people you trade with and certain people you don't. But I just want to say thank you, Drew. Appreciate it. Yelich, Kane helped earn this guy stolen bases and good offense. So I appreciate that.
Excellent. As always. Let's go. Get in the box. Maddie, I know I don't know if you saw that tweet I sent you, but Kershaw this week. Kershaw.
Yes, you said, yeah.
He was on the mound and he was playing against Atlanta, and the Atlanta guy was stepping in and out, and Kershaw finally, when the Atlanta player stepped in the box, Kershaw stepped off the rubber, walked around, and sent some choice words similar to "Let's go, get in the box, let's go, I'm ready to pitch." So it was cool to see.
after the game, it was even better. Like I listened to the LA broadcast, and he was he was livid, if you will. And he basically said, he goes, if they don't have time to adjust their gloves or
It's
put
ridiculous.
their bat on their shoulder or something like that before they get into the box, then they shouldn't be playing baseball. That was pretty good, and I was laughing. So
All right, awesome, great. Come on, guys. Common courtesy, respond within at least 48 hours, at least, or of the day. So, all right, on to next week's matchups. We got highlight. We'll have Dave versus Chris. I got this one as a close one. I got Dave 6'4". I think you take pitching and probably one or two of the offensive categories, but I got you winning with a 6'4", possibly 7'3", in there.
Well,
Maddie, what do you got?
yeah, I got the same thing. I was looking at it, and you said Dave winning 6'4".
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere in there,
I'm
7'3",
gonna go
something
the
like
same
that.
thing. Dave's hitting. It's that consistency I've seen. Chris's team. I don't. I think Dave's team on the pitching side could maybe win a couple categories, and if one of the three pitchers that Chris has that I say that can't get quality starts or can't get a save get blown up, his ratios won't be that good. So I see 6'4", Dave.
All right, Dave, take it away.
so it's already 4-4. Chris got blown up on pitching. I've already got a save this week. I'll take my strikeouts. I don't think I'll win on pitching. But he is up 4-2-4. 4 runs, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs already. But I will fucking take that shit out because this team's not that good on offense like mine. So there's a reason I got this. There's a reason why he lost to me last year in the championship and could not pull it out. So I put me 6-4. It'll be close. He's got a good team. I'm not going to down him too much, but that offense will change. So 6-4 or a blowout, one of the two.
Awesome. I love it. All right, on to Max versus Scotty. We don't get to use Scotty's name game because he's already posted as Super Scott Large going after Max's Magical Max Small. Where are we here? I think I love Scott's name. I think Max benching right now. He has all his pitchers benched for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Low pitching for both of them this week. They don't have many starts this week. Both under 10. I think they're a close matchup, but I think I like Scott's pitching a little more, even though he's gotten lit up right now with an ERA of 8. But I think Scott wins it out like 6-4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't know. Max's team. It's literally the IL team is what it is. I think he's gonna have like 2 other guys on the IL before the end of this podcast. So I'm gonna go with Scotty 7-3.
Okay. I'm wondering why Max has people on his he pulled out all his pitchers off. I assume that's because that was Sunday. He didn't want to lose pitching and has not come back on. Again, management. There's a reason you're in 11th place. So you'll probably stay in 11th place, even with Scotty up 7-1, getting his pitching blown up. You're probably just going to lose again. So you should probably start working on trades. You should probably start working on using that cash for something. I don't know. But maybe starting your pitchers, putting your pitchers in there. I don't know. Go for it. That's what I say. I put Scotty 8-2.
All right. Drew versus Memo this week. I think it's Memo's going to come out with pitching again this week. His guys have been kind of coming around. Going to be a battle of the offenses for sure. I think it's going to be a tie. I don't know. I think it's going to be close. I got a tie this week.
I got Memo winning. Memo's winning 5-4. I think Memo is going to win most of the pitching categories, and yeah, I don't know. 5-4 Memo.
Okay.
I got Drew did good with pitching last week, so I think he can continue. It's 6 versus 7, so it's going to be close. I put it at. I think Memo's going to come back around. I got Memo 5-4.
All right, we got Sean versus Niz. Another close match. I feel like that's a recurring theme this week. I do like Niz's pitching more than Sean, and Sean's ERA right now is 7.11 right now. But even before I knew that, I got Niz winning a close one, 6-4.
Yeah, I think Sean, I mean, not to say that his team has been lucky this season, but it's been lucky. And Glass now is out, right? And
Mhm.
he does not have that many starts this week than he did in the previous couple weeks. I think he has, I was looking at it, 5, 6, 5, I think it's 5 teams that are playing only 5 games this week. So I can see him losing kind of big this week. And I think, I hate to say this, Niz's team is just going to take advantage of it and have a better week. So 7-3 Niz.
Okay. I see Niz is off to a little bit of a rough start. I don't know. I see Niz sliding. I see it as one of the most overrated teams in the league. You know, I think if we played Roto, he would be great. He would have earned one of these by now. I think Sean gave me a good run for my money. Just a much better manager. You know, I think Sean will be strong. He'll hold up against the third place team. Second beats third. I'm gonna go 6-3.
All right, we go on to Maddie versus PJ this week. I don't know. I'm not sure if I counted this right, Maddie. I think you have 10 starts this week, where PJ has 6 this week. Is that
Yeah,
seem
I think
right?
I think I have 11, 10 or 11.
Yeah, he doesn't have his usual. I think he had like 6, maybe 7. So I think that gives you a huge advantage
It does.
with K's in quality starts. So with that, knowing that, I like you this week 6-4.
I'm gonna
I
actually
know
go.
I know you're gonna lose OBP, but you're gonna win stolen bases because he's like me, has none. So that's a switch off. So you're pitching. So I'm liking you 6-4.
I'm gonna.
If anyone
I'm gonna.
loses to you in OBP, they should be slapped.
They should. They like if you lose to me in OBP, you should just quit the league. Same thing like Drew. If you lose to Ken, you should quit the league. But yeah, I'll go 8-2 myself.
That's it. Nothing. No reason. Just 8-2.
I mean, why else would I need a reason in first place?
With shitty saves and a horrible OBP, but yeah, he's in first place somehow.
I mean, there's me, and then there's the league. It's like here. I mean, do you know how I got this shirt? Hold on, wait. Do you know how? I mean, I got this shirt for a reason. You know that, right?
I'm minimizing you.
Okay.
I nobody can see it. I'm sorry. Here, let me.
Hey, Dave, didn't we play each other in the championship? Who won?
I suck dick so I can get the baseballs out of your ball sack. Is that what it said? Let's see it. Let's see it. You're blown up. Let's see it. All right.
There it is. Fantasy baseball legend.
Just so you know, I think Scotty has more championships than you do.
He does.
So,
but he also played. He also played when we had 6 people in the league. So whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, there were some women in there, and they were really good. I think even Ken won a championship back then.
Like you said, there was women in the league.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so I'm going. I believe so. This is what happens a lot of times when guys get lucky in the draft, and they get a few good things. They get off to that quick start, and then they start to fade. And I think offense is going to catch up to you. I think you're going to get swept in offense. You're already losing. I think he'll steal a category or two in the pitching. And I think it's going to be 6-4. I'm going to go PJ.
So what categories do you think I'll win then? 6-4. So 4 categories I'll win, right?
No. Oh, the 4 categories? Yeah. ERA, whip, quality starts, and Ks. I think he's going to get you on saves. He's
So I'm
gonna
gonna
get
lose every hitting category.
Yeah, when you hit like a OBP of like 140,
We,
I don't
we,
think
we
you're
already
gonna
said that. We already said that I was gonna lose OBP. I'm just curious about the other ones.
Yeah,
Well,
I
he's
don't
going to
think
win
you're-
stolen bases.
I think your 10 hits will be home runs, and then his 20 hits will be 13 home runs, and then he'll get the RBIs and the runs.
Well, Matty
hate.
will win stolen
Don't hate.
bases because PJ will get none like me. So PJ will win.
PJ's gonna get 1. Maddie's gonna get 0.
Matty will get 1 stolen base and he'll win again on stolen bases. So just so you know,
Dom, don't be bitter.
I'm not. All right, me versus the Asian sensation. I think it's going to be a close one. We're already in a little slugfest here right now. I think it's really going to come down to I like my offense better than his, but he's already got 2 homers. I got 3 right now. He's probably
You
going
have
to beat
3
me.
home runs right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got 3.
Dom's got 2.
I got 3, sir,
Oh, my
3.
bad.
at 8 RBIs already. I think Ken's going to beat me in. He's going to beat me in pitching. He's always going to beat me in stolen bases. But I did get a stolen base, and I'm winning stolen bases right now. I think it's really going to come down to saves. That's really going to determine it. So I think it's going to be a tie. But I think saves is really good. Is going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. You guys' pitching could be. I don't know. I was gonna say 5-5. I was just gonna be nice and just say you're gonna win 6-4, but I agree. You said 5-5 is what you said. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's 5-5.
I like Ken's pitching.
I do too.
I think it's going to come down to saves. Offensively, I like mine a little better than him. Stolen bases, I got 1, so I'm happy I got about that. But I think it's saves is going to determine the week. So I think it's going to be a close 5-5.
I gotta say, looking at it so far, Dom, if Ken keeps up getting 3 hits and 2 home runs, so if he keeps up that percentage, he may beat you. We will see how that turns out. Right now, though, everybody hurt, looking good on pitching, and he's got that's a big lead on you right now. So I'm gonna say 6-4. Everybody's hurt, and are you selling yet? Should I send you something?
We'll see how this week goes first.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we can talk.
I think
I'll
to
respond.
sell, you need to be above like 5th place to say anything, Dave.
I can say whatever I want right now, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Closing arguments.
A little crazier tonight. We're probably gonna have part 1 and part 2. Dave loved the insight, loved the beer, loved the smack talk. That's exactly what we wanted to see out of this. I know it was a little frustrating for you, Maddie, but we'll be back on Sunday next week, Maddie.
Yeah, I think so on Sunday next week because I don't think I can do Mondays anymore.
All right, so we'll be back Sunday next week. We'll have hopefully the Asian sensation. Everyone's hurt if he's not too busy. I don't know. Hopefully he's been kind of texting us saying he doesn't know. So
he's a busy guy.
He is a busy guy. He may not know, but we'll see. Maddie, what do you got?
Nothing. Just trade, be polite, and tell people what's going on. I'll give a props to Ken. I begged for weeks and weeks and weeks about a trade with him, and he finally. All I said to him was like, "Listen, you keep saying no. Send me back something." And he sent me back something. And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then he goes, "Well, I sent you back something." And I said to him, I had to pause and be like, "You did. You rebutted. It was a bad rebuttal, but you rebutted, and at least you had dialogue. I appreciate that." So I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe I listen to podcasts and, in everyone else's league, there's trades going on all the time. And I'm not saying it has to be trades. That's not what I'm saying. There's waiver wire things that are happening right now. Dave bid on 3 guys today, right?
Yeah,
and
Chris finally woke up and bid on.
Yeah, he bid up somebody. I'm happy with that. So I don't.
Not happy with that.
Well, I am. I'm just happy with. I'm happy with an active league. That's all I'm asking for here is an active league. So That's it. Sorry about
Dave?
the choppiness. I'm gonna see if I can mesh them together.
Dave, any
Thanks,
closing
Dave.
words?
Closing words from your champ. I had a blast tonight. It was fun. I don't care how bad it got screwed up or whatever. It was a blast. I'd do it again. Maddie
Absolutely.
said be nice. I don't think we should be nice. I just don't get butt hurt. You know, it's not like Tyrone's impaling you every night, so you'll be all right. Get over it. Have fun. I do agree. Let's get a little activity. Guys with money, maybe shoot some money my way. Ask for a trade. I've gotten like 3 DL guys from Maddie for Blackman and you know whatever else. Let's get.
I haven't even offered you a fucking trade.
You did offer me a trade just a couple days ago. Thank you very much.
Saturday night, maybe.
Yeah.
When you guys are in the
So-
urinal together, playing
Yeah,
across
that was
the
the worst
streams.
trade I've ever been offered, but I was gonna offer a trade for Mad Bum, but I realized I don't have anything to offer for him. So maybe if I did Mookie Betts and Blackman, I could have got him. Maybe. Probably.
Maybe. And
Probably.
if you
I
would
heard
have
he's
thrown in like a
expensive.
4-year contract and like $50.
Yeah. Is he in the top 100?
No.
No. Well, you know, some people value people more. So, but I had a blast. So I hope nobody got offended. If you did, I don't really give a shit. And don't take offense. So thanks.
All right. Well, Chicago baseball, you stay classy.
Good night, everyone.
Night.